Hello once again from Cards Camp. Rich Gray alongside Bob Kemp and Ed Cole, NBCSports1060.com. Another Cards Camp report. And the big news today, Sean Weatherspoon had a setback in his run test, and it looks like he's going to be out for at least another week. Who knows how long, really?
Yeah, the poll question tomorrow will be centered around this. The level of concern regarding this. It seems to be a level of concern question every day.
A lot of concerns going on here.
Apparently so, yes. So that's the new one. And, this is a guy that obviously didn't play last year because of an Achilles tear, and I don't think that's considered to be like certainly not a soft tissue injury. But before that, he had a little issue the year before that with some injuries in Atlanta, and he's only played I think it's either 7 games or 9 games in the last 2 seasons, and he needs to be on the field. And there's a huge level of the level of play drops off considerably, assuming he's his best, no matter who's out there for him. And Kent Summers asked today. We talked about this on the show after we heard Arians talk about it, but Kent Summers asked today, is there a linebacker out there that isn't every down guy or basically a pass defender?
Yes.
And he answered Dayon Buchanan.
Yep.
Well, he's a safety.
Yeah.
So
True.
that answers the question that there isn't one. They don't really have a linebacker, middle linebacker that can cover unless it's Weatherspoon, and that's it.
Yeah. Dayon Buchanan was out there quite a bit today at inside linebacker. Played safety, a little bit inside linebacker, but like you said, they are kind of thin there. I mean, they've got Glenn Carson, they've got Kenny Demmons, but it's
those guys are thumpers.
Yeah, they are thumpers.
The words to quote the head coach,
right?
Which I like.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I like that term. But
Yeah.
you need some non-thumpers.
Exactly. It's good to have thumpers, but you need some guys who can cover some people as
Again,
well.
back to the Darrell Washington thing. How important would it be for him to be back if he was back? But he will be that guy. He's that basketball player as a linebacker.
Yeah, absolutely. Ed, you have today's injury report as well.
Actually, I have 10 checks on this list. So, Michael Floyd, Marion Grice, Darren Woodard, Chris Clemens, new groin injury, David Johnson, Shaq Riddick, Sean Weatherspoon, the aforementioned, Darryl Sharpton, Rob Crisp, and Zach Wagaman.
I guess the good news, though, is when we heard Bruce Arians this morning, we heard it on the show, too, Andre Ellington was going to be limited, but he
didn't look limited.
He didn't look limited at all today.
Yeah, he was out there virtually the whole time. I've theorized that he's just sick of seeing Kerwin Williams, who has been – I think he's playing himself right off this roster. I think he's had a chance with all these running backs injured. If those guys are going to come back eventually, and if they're trying to sign somebody from the outside, Williams is out of here as soon as they get the chance. He's just basically taking reps because somebody has to. And he was with the twos today, dropped another pass.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's an epidemic for him. But anyway, the good news, Ellington's out there, and it's a whole different offense when he's out there, and he's going probably 3/4 speed, but that's still better than what was out there before.
Yeah.
Do you think that they trying to get him – obviously he was feeling a little bit better today if he was out there that much, but do you think they were trying to get him more reps in practice today because he might not play that much in the first preseason game on Saturday?
I would hope not play at all in the first preseason game. I wouldn't mind it if he didn't play in like a whole lot of the preseason games. Maybe the third one that they take seriously, and that's it. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I mean, you look around the league, too, in the NFL, most running backs don't play a lot to begin with. Certainly Adrian Peterson, I don't think he played at all in the preseason.
I don't think he's played in the preseason game since he had the knee injury, right?
Yeah.
Not a one.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about it before. We don't want him to rush this back just because he wants to play Saturday. Because he talked earlier in the week. He said, "Oh, if there's a game here, I'm playing." But we don't want you, Andre, to rush this thing back just because you have a game here on Saturday night and risk further injury. You don't want to damage that hamstring anymore, and then you're no good to him.
Yeah, that's very true. So the Cardinals have one more practice this week before their preseason game. We'll be back out at the Nest Sports Bar and Grill in Glendale.
There was a very scary moment with Hart. I don't think too many people even saw because it was in a 2-minute drill, 11 on 11. And I'm not sure who the defender was, or I would give the defender full credit here. But Jonathan Cooper got thrown into the backfield onto the ground, and Carson Palmer had to hop over him to throw a pass.
Whoa.
But they were in a 2-minute drill, so there wasn't the gasp, oh my God, what happened
Was
there?
it first team or second team defense?
First team defense. So I'm not sure. Well, that they were changing middle guards, so I'm not
Okay.
sure who it was. They were flipping guys.
Was it an outside line? Was it?
No,
maybe-
it's right up the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Might have been Dayon.
Yeah. So no.
No, it wasn't
I'm
Dayon?
sure. Well, I would hope it's not Dayon because if Buchanan did that to Cooper, they're really in trouble.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's very strong. I've been very impressed with Buchanan's strength the last 2 years. But if that happens, Cooper needs to leave. But that was a very, very scary moment, which I think kind of went unseen except for me and a couple of other people on the sidelines who were down at that end of the field.
And Cooper, that's coming off of Cooper's very shaky red and white practice.
Now, they did have, much to my delight, the pass blocking, pass protection drill today, which they rarely seem to do with this coaching regime. And he did okay today. I was specifically paying attention to him. And Earl Watford, by the way, played a little right tackle during that drill today. Hence, week 1 through 3, maybe?
That could be the case, of course, with Bobby Massey, who we're still waiting for the official word from the NFL. Until then, the Cardinals aren't talking about it. So, again, we're going to be back.
I don't know if they're allowed to talk about it, actually, so I'll give them a little credit.
Why he's
I don't
under
think-
appeal?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think they can, legally even talk
Yeah,
about it.
Arian said
right?
he couldn't talk about it
Yeah, I
because
don't
he
think
didn't get any.
because there's no official.
Yeah, he didn't
word.
get any word from the league,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they asked him about it today.
It's just not like Lou Holtz dodging questions or just flat lying to the media about injuries. Not quite to that level, huh? Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll be back out at the Nest tomorrow again from 11 to 3 for the Sports Zone and the Blitz. We'll also be there on Saturday before the game from 1 to 4 live. The Bird Game Fan Club is going to be there as well. They're bringing some Cardinals tickets to give away for that game against the Chiefs. Without revealing too much, I mean, what should we kind of expect for the first preseason game? Just by the same as it is every year, yeah, right?
You're going to
Vanilla.
ask me about revealing tomorrow's show. I don't even know that yet. So how about we figure that out tomorrow?
Carson Palmer said very vanilla. He'll be out for a series. Arian said if it's a play, 3 plays, 10 plays, he's out. Drew Stanton comes in, then you take a look at the young players. So it's all about evaluating young players and not getting your first team hurt.
Here would be my suggestion. If I were actually a fan at the preseason game, I would maybe come to the first half, get a little of the fun, and go back to the Nest for the second half.
There you go.
Because those guys ain't going to be playing here in 3 or 4 weeks anyway.
That's very true. Good idea, Bob. So,
Very much. I'll go with them.
for Bob Kemp,
That'll be fun.
for Ed Cole, I'm Rich Gray. This has been
Preseason.
another Cards Camp report on NBCSports1060.com. We'll talk to you tomorrow after another one.